Welcome back to the Stardew Valley Granny Challenge, the challenge where we attempt to achieve perfection, role playing as a grandma who has to give a loved gift on every birthday without missing it, or we reset the file. Also, completing every Help Wanted quest, Special Orders Board, quest, you name it, we got to do it. Taking 0 damage in the mines. This is also a special episode because it is today, the 26th of February, 2026, the 10-year anniversary of the release of Stardew Valley. And we also have a special video coming up in a few hours from the creator, Concerned Ape. There's already 5,000 people waiting, and it'll premiere in like 2.5 hours. So if I'm still streaming, maybe we can watch it together. And hopefully I won't get in trouble for like streaming a video. I probably not. I'm Concerned Ape is really chill and doesn't usually issue copyright claims. But yeah, it would be fun to watch it together. And the important thing here is that we are getting the 1.7 marriage candidates. There are 2 new candidates that will be introduced to us. So it'd be fun to watch it. And also it says here that he's going to go over some old builds of the game with commentary, briefly go over the many updates, give a special message to the players, that's us, and reveal the 2 marriage candidates in 1.7. Also a special shout out to the Granny Challenge. What? Okay, no, just kidding. You think Concerned Ape knows about the Granny Challenge? I doubt it with the amount of Stardew content that's out there, but that would be really hilarious if he did wander upon it one of these days. Anyways, we can't get distracted. We've got work to do. All right, Granny is a busy lady. We we are at the end of the Skull and Sails spring. Shiver me willies and hoist the prizzies high, and how we hoisted 18 prismatic shards out of the skull cavern. I'm very proud of that. I feel like we've achieved almost all of our goals for spring. You know, I'm looking at some of our goals, and so some of the things we got, like the Starfruit Republic, we're waiting on the hoe. Basically, we're just waiting for Clint to upgrade the hoe. And we probably will have to wait until the end of the first week in summer or roundabout there, because we only just got the copper hoe. And so I'm going to keep upgrading. So yeah, we got to go steel and gold and iridium. And then that takes like 2 nights each. So that's 6 more days. So I guess it could be the middle of week 1 in summer. We can go and start setting up our Starfruit Republic. Oh yeah, wait a second. We also shoot. Okay, it's Thursday. We got to go visit the Oasis and purchase a lot of speed grow. we need a lot of speed grow for all of the crops on Ginger Island. I mean, we don't technically need it, but it's nice to finish. It's nice to just have our crops grow a lot faster, just to invest in it up front, because we don't need to replace it as long as we keep crops growing. And Leah, welcome in. Good to have you here. Yes, you are the first, and yeah, much appreciated. What else do we got here? We did this. We checked for the low and missing items in the chest. Although did I actually make a list of the things? Like, I know I put here, like, grow the red cabbage. We need to buy hay from Evil Marnie. So maybe we could do that as well. Oasis, hay. We also remember on Friday, we need to go and get another, what are they called? Iridium sprinklers. We need to get another one of those from Krobus. Every Friday he sells one. That Natalie girl, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, Leah's not alone here. We got Natalie and Leah. Appreciate it. I do have, okay, upgrade the hoe. What else do we got here? Oh, fully upgrade the house. That's another thing. We can go to Robin and just pay for the next upgrade. Um, I think we need. Well, we might as well just check here. Oh, Leah, look what I got on this. This was just here. This wasn't planned. This was from the previous stream. I'm sure you have this tab. This is like bookmarked on your browser, Leah. The most important website of all time, Sebastian's page. Wait, what was I gonna look up? The carpenter shop. Leah's not too lonely. Good. Well, you have Demetrius, all right. How can you be lonely? Well, I guess you could be lonely because Demetrius is just on his computer all the time, right? He's never gonna pay attention to you, Leah. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. I'm sure he's a great husband. Um, but what was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, the house upgrades. House upgrade 3 is the final one, and it just costs 100,000 gesos. So and then we can also get casks and we need this because the mystery bundle has wine that needs to get to a silver quality. So we need the casks to be able to get that. Um, yeah. What is it? It's not yet, but whenever you want to look up anything on the wiki, you never do it on Sebi's page. It's always open if you need to glance at your boy. Yeah. It is so funny how just a video game can inspire such strong feelings inside of us. I think that's the beauty of art and storytelling. Um, what else do we got here? Uh, oh yeah, the sturgeon fish. We got to catch sturgeon in summer and build the fish pond for it to get caviar. Uh, and yeah, the mystery bundle. Oh yeah, I can take this one off because I put it over here on this side. Oh yeah, we can catch the radioactive carp. That's another thing we can do. Um, yeah, we have the iridium band kind of, but that can be in the summer. Yep. Pierre, we can't give him the price catalog, so I guess we have to give him another. Wait, do we have the price catalog? Worst case scenario with Pierre, if we don't have fried calamari, because wait a second, do we have more? Let me look here in our. Where is it? Fried calamari. We have two more fried calamaris apparently. So we should be okay. We should be able to give him another fried calamari. Uh, is that really the only gifts that he loves? Just those two? Pierre is a simple man. He's very difficult to shop for. You know, what do you get him for his birthday? Just a plate of fried calamari and a price catalog. You know, man, no wonder Jody is losing her mind with this guy. Wait, is it Jody or Caroline? I get them confused. All right, it's Caroline, right? Um, but yeah. And what's this? You're a Harvey fan, Natalie. Yeah, Harvey's pretty great. Although, to be fair, in my natural playthrough of Stardew, I almost never interact with Harvey. I never go into the clinic as opposed to going into like Pierre's. And Harvey isn't really around that much. Like I see him down by the river, but I don't know. I never really of all the characters, he's like the one I see the least. You get really attached to fictional characters, Leah. What other fictional characters outside of Stardew have you gotten really attached to? I'm really curious. Um, and Stacy, welcome in. How are you? You're just sitting down to play Stardew Valley for the afternoons. It's always nice to have this going at the same time. Good, good. I'm glad this can be a companion stream to your Stardew experience. I know a lot of people will watch Stardew streams with that purpose of just having it in the background while they play on their own farm. Um, we have so many other things, like also all of these longer term goals. I know the text is so small because I keep adding. We got the platonic love bomb. which is giving every villager a loved gift on the same day. We have the Love Apocalypse, which is when we give 2 loved gifts and talk to every villager to check all boxes on the social tab in 1 week / 1 day, right? We have to give all gifts. We want to get everything checked off on the social tab. There's also, what is this, polydatary, where we give all 12 singles bouquets on the same day. We also have the cluster bomb, giving all 12 singles loved gifts on the same day. So we probably could do the polydatary and the cluster bomb on the same day. And then we also have fartfection, which is to achieve the maximum hearts possible at once on the social tab. 304. And this is my calculation. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, you can get all the villagers up to 10 hearts, as long as you're dating every bachelor and bachelorette simultaneously. But we have to be careful. We need to keep a rabbit's foot in our inventory when we do that. Those of you that know. All right, I think we covered everything. Let's hop into Stardew. Let's just... Granny Fern. She looks really cute like that with the dress, and it's like the overalls. What is this called? What is it called if you wear, like... Does this have a name in English? The female viewers out there, what would you call this kind of? Because it's not overalls like that are pants, but they're like overalls, but just with like a skirt. Hey, 27, welcome in. Oh yeah, the raccoon quest. And I haven't written that down yet either. Maybe we'll be able to if we get the... let's write it down before I forget. I'll put it in this ever-growing raccoon quest. What was it? It was the dried coconuts and cactus fruit jam, I think. All right. She looks so granny, right? We're gonna keep her like this for now. I mean, we might switch her back to the Willy attire, And actually, I mean, look, before we get ahead of ourselves, I do want to see something. I want to look how she would look wearing, for example, this, and her sailor cap, right? We had her in the pirate hat, right? We put her in that. Look at her. The fishing vest. But no, I think it's good to switch it up. Let's go back to her original top, and now she's got a different whatever bottom. Dress bottom. And yeah, the sailor cap doesn't go quite as well with it, but that's fine. That is okay. We're making progress. It is a perfect summer fit, Leah. I agree. What else do we got here? Let's see. Hey there, I had some extra wood lying around. Thought maybe you could use it. Take care, Robin. All right. We got... Don't I keep the... Yeah. I guess I'm just keeping truffle oil in here. And I might as well just keep coffee in there as well. I have some coffee here. But why not just keep it all in one stack? And then I can come back and take from it every time I want more triple shot. We've got lots of crimson fish roe, or sorry, lots of angler roe. We got that. Okay. What is it that I need to do right now? I need to... we already put the jam. Wait, what's the most valuable? I always forget which ones are to prioritize. 530, 480. Oh, 780. Okay, yeah. So we'll do... And then we'll do this. Yeah. There we go. We got him. Oh, we get our relief. Might as well, I suppose. That's fine. Whatever. Wait, why am I not... Speedy Gonzalez over here? Boom. We got Willie's little room over here. Oh yeah, I need to move the calendar. So many little things. It's so funny that why did it move these three? It's so random. But okay, we'll take it. We'll deal with that. Okay, what's our luck for today? Somewhat annoyed. Weather for tomorrow. Sunny. Living off the land. The Adventurers Guild. Guild leader Marlin has a nice rewards program for anyone brave enough to slay monsters in the local caves. Adventurers will receive powerful items in exchange for slaying large quantities. There's a poster on the wall with more details. Very cool. Yep. Yeah, we know. We know all about that. Oh my god, look how many iridium bars we have. It's beautiful. I love it. Is our hoe ready today or not? Why do I feel like it's ready? I'm just gonna bring all the iron with us and then maybe we can check. Also, I'll put this away. Put that away. Did some snow plowing outside just a moment ago. It has snowed all day, 27. I went running in the snow. It's so exhausting. It's so difficult. It's like running on a really sandy beach. And it was very windy as well. But yeah. And Gerda, welcome in. Good to see you. Where in the world are you located, Natalie? 27 and I are here in Finland. And yeah, we just got... I feel like we got a lot of snow the past week. And it sucks because I think tomorrow it's going to get above 0 degrees Celsius. So it's now going to start melting. That's the worst time for running because then it just turns to ice. Yeah. Good it's melting where you are, Leah. You hate the snow. I don't hate it per se. I think actually this winter has been one of the best in Finland because the snow hasn't melted. Once it starts melting and refreezing, that's when it really sucks. That's when it's, I think. It just gets all gross, you know. But it's actually been quite nice. Alright, this is the fruit chest. Yeah, what the heck am I gonna do today? I said we need to go to Marnie and buy some hay. We need to go to the desert to buy a bunch of deluxe speed grow. I don't even know how much, but I think I was calculating like 600. We don't have to buy all the starfruit right now. We do have more starfruit seeds here to refill the greenhouse, so we're okay on that. Oh, you're in Michigan, Natalie. Wow. It's been on and off snow all year. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been to Michigan. No, I don't think so. Or if I have, I don't... No, I haven't. Not when I was, like, really little. But I would love to visit someday. You always see those maps of the US where they're like, alcohol consumption per capita. And it's like, Michigan is just... dark red. Like the rest of the country is kind of like green and yellow, and then Michigan, it's dark red. It follows the state line perfectly. You know, it's like you there's no what is it, shading outside, you know, in the nearby counties and other states. I don't know, but that's it. I don't know. Yeah, And Gerda, you're in Finland too, but here it's so sunny the past few days. Ah, okay. Are you way up in the north, Gerda? I think it's been clearer up there. What am I doing? I can't decide what order of operations I want to go in, you know? There we go. Okay, we did get the copper hoe back. Let's upgrade it to the steel hoe. Yeah. And maybe I should just buy some gold ore. Yeah, Natalie, you say recommend coming in summer or autumn. That's what a lot of people say here in Finland. But actually, winter's really nice as well, sometimes. Especially, I guess if you go up to Lapland and there's like the Northern Lights and there's more winter kind of activities up there, I feel like. For tourists, at least. What state is Lake Michigan in? In the liquid state. Yeah, Natalie, 27 is full of dad jokes. It never ends. It's honestly, for all the years that I've known 27 in chat, he's always on point with the dad jokes. I appreciate it. Should I buy some more gold or should I farm it? I feel like we should just buy it. Although it's so expensive, even just getting 5 gold bars. You see how much that was? Oh well, alright, I don't want to overdo it. Alright, we don't need anything down here, right? There's Mayor Lewis doing his darndest to outshine everybody with his garden. We have a help wanted quest. Oh, also, okay, we don't have any other help wanted quests due today. Oh, it's Willy, of course. Of course, Willy, we will do this. Absolutely. 150 gesos to any fish enthusiast who catches 5 sunfish. Good luck. You know, it is interesting, these help wanted quests, why are we the only ones that do them? You know, where are the other villagers? Like, this bulletin board is open to the whole community. Why does nobody else do them? What if there was like a special game mode where you could compete with the other villagers and they could beat you to it or something? Also, here's a question. What the heck are Junimos doing on the bulletin board? Who drew this and what in the star drops? My understanding is that the only other villager in town who knows of the Junimos is the wizard. So where did this drawing come from? It looks very kind of like childish, you know? So this doesn't seem like something the wizard would just casually post on the board, because nobody else can see the Junimos. Also, what the hell is this illustration? Where does this come from? This character right here kind of looks like Kirby. The eyes make it look a little like Kirby. And who are these characters? Why have I never noticed that before? All right. Anyways, okay, we'll catch the sunfish. Do I need to purchase anything from Willy or no, from I was thinking from Pierre. Michigan summers are amazing. It was on a Wednesday last year. You can say the same of Finland though. All right, to be fair. Oh, the desert is open. I can just go there immediately. All right, I think we got everything we need. You got a group chat just for dad jokes, Natalie. Very nice. Yeah. Maybe the days that there is no help wanted quest, the others take them first. That's a good possibility. Except for the fact that the villagers don't even leave their bed until like 11 a.m. or something stupid, you know? Like, they aren't up there taking down the bulletin quests, you know, first thing in the morning. No. Also, when does who puts the bulletin board quests up there? Because it's like they just magically appear. We never see the villagers go to the help wanted board. Maybe it's not even the villagers posting. It's like the Junimos, you know, the Junimo magic. And it's like, I don't know, not the Truman Show or some other kind of sci-fi movie, you know, where it's like the villagers are just being inceptioned to think that they put the bulletin board quest so that when you give it to them, they're like, oh my god, thank you. I don't know. I don't know about that. What's up? All right, so we should be able to get the deluxe speed grow. And we need a lot of it. I'm gonna get 600. Just to be on the safe side. And do I want... If I get the starfruit, 600 starfruit is gonna be a lot. Right? Wait, well 6 times 4 is 24, then plus 4 zeros, so 240,000, and we don't have that money. We need to sell some more wine. So I'll come back and get the rest of the starfruit later. It's gonna be amazing. Dude, where's all the forage? Also, did we get a Oh yeah, we do. Look at this. Aw, I was hoping for iridium. Oh well. I guess we already came here earlier this week and collected all the forage. Alright, I need to go by Marnie's. What's up, Zeo Bolt? Welcome in. And Jay as well. Good to see you guys. Oh, actually, good point, Stacy. Maybe it's Jas or Vincent who drew the picture of the Junimos because they're kids. And maybe the Junimos reveal themselves to children. You know, it's very like storybook style, you know. A lot of snow today, Zeobol. Yes. Are you also based in Finland? What am I trying to put away? I want to put this away. I also want to put that away. We already had a little extra. The granny grind, exactly. Just like Lewis says, he empties the shipping bin, but he goes to sleep at 10 p.m. Yes! Yeah, how does any of that make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I need to go by Robin. I also want to maybe move this down to be on the same level. I think that would be good. Oh, I love this. Oh no, I didn't mean to actually harvest all that. Oh well. I was only hoping to harvest just the green bean. Jas, did you draw the Junimo? Is Shane gonna be okay? He's doomed, Jas. He's doomed, and there's nothing you can do to save him. That's not what Granny would say. But obviously she's in that distress because of evil Marnie. Evil Marnie is causing this. Look, see? Case in point. Okay, Zio, but you're also Helsinki, near the Vanta border. Okay, cool. So you're not too far away. I'm also in the Helsinki region, but I live actually outside of Helsinki. Hi Shane, you look unusually happy today. You're right, I haven't felt this light since I was a kid. Let me guess. Gus had a clearance sale on canned beer. Evil Marnie. Just what's the expression for this? You know, driving a knife, kicking the horse while it's down. Poor guy. No, actually, I've been drinking sparkling water instead of beer, and I feel great. You know, I sometimes forget that I really do have friends. People that care about me, Marnie. And it's okay for me to rely on them. It doesn't make me weak. You look sharp, she says sarcastically. Hi, Jas, I've got something for you. Your first beer. These are real bunny jewel slippers. That would be a good trivia question. What is the gift that Shane gives Jas in their cutscene after he whatever? Or what is the drink that he drinks instead of beer? The sparkling water. He's like, ah! But these are so expensive. How did you afford them? I stole them. Don't worry about it. I joined a gang. I've cut back on an expensive habit. I have a lot more spending money now. And we get a second cutscene now. What's being chopped up over here? What is that? Is it just like seaweed or something? Uncle Shane's in the barn. He said to tell you he wants to show you something. Fresh eggs. So this is finally we get to see the coop behind the house somewhere. That should do it. It's a perfect home for you hens. We'll have the best eggs in the whole valley. Fresh and healthy with rich golden yolks. Not like those pale, sickly Joja eggs. You know, Charlie, I was thinking. Wait, yeah. The chicken is named Charlie. A guy like me is always teetering on the edge of despair, know what I mean? But you and the other hens are going to keep me upright from now on, I know it. I think the chicken's looking at him like, dude, this is not in our contract, alright? What's wrong, too much pressure? Hey, Granny Fern, so what do you think? My special blue hens. I've been raising them in secret for the last few months. I forgot about the blue hens. I mean, I didn't really forget, but they're so niche, and you only get access to them through Shane. And so it's very common I never get a blue hen on a farm, you know? Well, I won't be living here forever, and I wanted to pass something on to Jas. I've been teaching her how to care for them. I want to feel like I'm not just a leech on the world. I want to contribute somehow, even in a small way like this. All right. Supply shop. I'm just gonna buy the hay because we're using most of the farm for crops, so we aren't really able to grow that much that much hay or whatever grass. But yeah, maybe 200 is good for now. We won't need that much, I think, and then maybe by fall the farm will just be more, it'll be maybe a little more open. I don't know. You're going to say something off topic, Leah. Also started a save file on your Switch similar to the Granny Challenge with all the gift rules, but I can take damage and no reset the file punishment. Leah, come on. You're not, are you a real grandma or not? Yeah, I don't need any of this fake ass grandma not gonna reset the file. Grandmas are hardcore, all right? If you miss a birthday, it's over. Nah. But no, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm so glad that this challenge has inspired some people to give it a try. But yeah, you know, take the rules however you want in all seriousness. But yeah, no, I mean, it is fun to do all the loved gifts on people's birthdays. I feel like that's quite a nice challenge. And you know, maybe with whatever, like you could maybe skip the first 2 weeks, right? You have a 2-week grace period where, you know, technically the year maybe doesn't start. The birthdays don't start until the second half of spring, right? Oh, the animal catalog. I should totally get this. There we go. That's good. Granny also needs to get a dog. You know, she needs to get a dog. But I don't know. Not yet. Not yet. We need to buy... Actually, we need to get the dog bowl. I think we need to get the dog bowl first from Robin, and then we can adopt the dog here. But yeah. The blue chickens. Yeah, why no hay in the feeder? Is this the work of evil Marnie? Oh, you're right. Yeah, in that cutscene, there was no hay for the chickens. They didn't have any. Yeah, what was up with that? You wonder if the blue chickens is a reference to Zelda. Actually, if I remember correctly, a while ago, Shane is based off of one of Concerned Ape's friends. And that friend is actually a chicken aficionado. I think he raises his own chickens. And is there a type or a breed of chicken that has like blue feathers or something like this? I think there might be. Like there's like special like darker colored chickens that I think he would raise. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It was a long time ago I learned about that. But yeah. But it could also be a Zelda thing as well. But I think it is a real life thing that there are these like bluish... They don't look blue like in the game, but they have like kind of blue feathers, dark blue feathers. You ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon today? I'll let you know. Which comes first, 27? And there is a Zelda outfit. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, the Zelda outfit that you can get in Stardew now. You're a newbie to SDV and haven't received a blue chicken yet, Natalie. Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. You're too young to be a grandma, Leah. Well, you're not too young to roleplay as one. All right. You know, you gotta accept the risk. I think for me, I enjoy the risk. I enjoy knowing that at any moment the challenge could fail. It's like the Lord of the Rings. The quest is on the edge of a knife, right? I want to be walking into Mordor like Granny on a one-hit, no damage percent challenge. Yeah, Marnie also doesn't have an oven or a stovetop, just a microwave. Yeah, that is weird. Let me see. Yeah, what the hell? I mean, nobody has a bathroom. That's another conspiracy theory. Where are the bathrooms in this world? You think he could have just put a little bathroom, you know? But no. Looks like someone was chopping vegetables but never finished. Okay, so this is some, I don't know. It just looks like seaweed, or like what sort of vegetable is shaped like this? Microwave pizza. All right, did we get everything? I think so. There we go. We got a power. We got a power. Was I gonna go to Robin? Yeah, I think so. But I'll run back up this way. Oh, hey, look at that. Got some more gold ore. I'll take it. Also, you know what? I need to just put something in the ground over there. Oh my god, the cat. The cat loves blocking me on this bridge. Very cat-like behavior. Alright, we need... I'd like to go by Robin. Is there anything else we need to do? I'll put that in the whatever. Yeah, let's go by Robin. Linus. What is this? With that book, you can avoid evil Marnie. True. People here seem nice, but they avoid me. People are afraid of the unknown. All right, Robin. Let's upgrade the house. Oh, we don't have the money for it. Shoot. I ran all the way over here thinking, oh yeah, I'm so used to having enough money, but we just spent it all on whatever. Could be nice to get another coop, honestly, and just fill it with, like, rabbits. And dinosaurs. Rabbits and dinosaurs. I'd like that, actually. Oh yeah, the stable. Pet bowl. We need hardwood for the pet bowl. Oh yeah, and we could build a cabin if we wanted. Where are they? This one. That's my favorite. For Pam. But no, not yet, not yet. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. What were some other things on our list? Oh shoot, we gotta fish. We need to fish for the sunfish. That's what we gotta do. Okay, yeah, well, let's take care of that. Hold on, let's run home and drop some stuff off. I also might make some sunfish bait. But they're just raring to get through. Let me go ahead and put this in here. There we go. Okay, these are the bait. Let me take the bait maker. What do we got here? The iridium rod. We don't really need to use a tackle. But what we do need is the sunfish. It's going to be in this one. How many sunfishes do we got? Oh, we have quite a few, actually. And let's double check where to catch them. There. Only till 7 p.m. River, town, and forest. We are on the river farm. Can we catch them on the river farm? I don't know. But let's just go to the regular, the town river. When you buy Pam a house, you should get the cabin like you stole it from her. I agree. Okay, wait a second. Let me set this up. Oh, that was... There we go. I have seen that mod. Didn't Dangerously Funny make a video about it? I think that was where a lot of... That was like in the early days of Stardew, like, content. I think Dangerously Funny was one of the first to make lots of really popular videos about Stardew. Oh, dude, yes! Yes! Who do we give the golden animal cracker to? And we got our sunfish, at least. How many sunfish are we supposed to catch? Was it 5? Yeah. Legend pond. Oh, I already gave it to the legend, actually. We already got 1 animal cracker, and I gave it to the legend. So maybe I could give it to the next most valuable? Is it, the glacier fish, I think? Pierre's birthday is tomorrow. All right. Let's go talk to Willie. Shiver me willies. Hey, you succeeded, Granny Fern. Sunfish is an exciting catch, don't you think? One time I caught one the size of an encyclopedia set. That is a very strange reference for a size. But, you know what? We like Willie. He doesn't give off a pretentious vibe, but do not let the humble man fool you. He is the most well-read, most well-educated man in Stardew Valley. For sure. Well, here's your reward. Congratulations. There's rumors of some very rare fish in these parts, but only an experienced angler could stand a chance against them. You'll need the finest bait you can get if you want rare fish to bite. I might as well collect some forage. I feel like we did everything today. You know, like, what else do we need to do? We got the deluxe speed grow for the starfruit plantation. We're just waiting on our hoe to get upgraded to go back and build. Let's turn this prize ticket in. You know, I feel like we're setting a record. We are setting a record for the most prize tickets per day. Like, we are literally doing every single possible quest to get prize tickets. Like, there's no other way we could be getting prize tickets more quickly, unless we were just slightly luckier and got more help wanted quests. Or I guess that would be unlucky in our case, since actually the help wanted quests kind of slow us down. It makes the challenge harder having to do more. That's all I'm trying to say. What's up, Elliot? Sometimes I wonder if I might just have an inflated self-image and no real skills. No, I'm not fishing for compliments, though they are appreciated. Elliot is real. All right, I like Elliot. I like Elliot. I don't understand the Elliot hate. All right. Oh, we do need cheese cauliflower. I don't think we have any. What do I have here that I really don't need? Probably this. There we go. Pam, we gotta say hi to our girl. I've been looking forward to this beverage all afternoon. Look, she waited. That's the important thing. She was waiting. She didn't start drinking. She was, you know, she acknowledges the addiction, but she doesn't give in to it. All right, Pam has come a long way. Also, let's check up on Shane. What's he doing over here? Sorry you had to see me like that, Granny Fern. Dude, that happened a long time ago. Don't worry about it, bro. Willie looks more homeless than Linus, but still he ain't shunned. He is scruffy. All right, he's got that Strider Aragorn look. Willie is Aragorn. Like, if there is a character in this game who's Aragorn, it's Willie. He's resourceful. He is intelligent. He is kind to animals and people and whatever. He has natural leadership qualities. He causes the Eowyn's of Stardew Valley to swoon over him like Granny Fern. Whatever. Granny is not Willie's Eowyn. All right. Well, actually, if Willie is Faramir, then yes. All right. But I'm just trying to say Granny's got game is all I'm trying to say. Okay, wait, let's put the rest of these sunfish away here. I think, yeah, I want to put the bait maker in there. There's always just so much junk I don't know what to do with. Right, that needs to go there. That can go there. Oh yeah, the cheesy cauliflower. Oh, okay. Let's add that to our list. On our browser here, we've got cheesy cauliflower, or just cheese cauliflower, excuse me. It's I like it extra cheesy. I don't really actually like cauliflower, to be honest. What was the other thing? Oh, salad. We got a bunch of salads. Let's add that here. Or did we already? We already did that. Okay. Also, who are we going to give the golden animal cracker to? Should we give it to another I think we should probably just give it to another one of our fish. What's the next most valuable fish after the legend? Wait, where is the did I put it in a different chest by accident? Oh yeah, I did. Oh, the angler, but I don't know. Or we can probably find out pretty quickly here. Um, yeah, the legendary fish. I think it is related to their price. The row is calculated based off of their whatever their sell price. So after the legend, which is 5,000, then actually it's the crimson fish. So I guess we'll give it to the crimson fish. We could also go fishing for the mutant carp, actually. That could be a good thing that we do this evening. All right, let's do it. Number 7, golden animal cracker. Going to the crimson fish. Boom. Oh yeah, I forgot to go to Gunther to give him the skeletal hand. If we go for a legendary fish, I do want to bring or I should craft another trap bobber. It's just sap and copper. I thought it was more expensive. I guess it's the cork bobber that's has the hardwood. Yeah, hardwood and slime. That's really expensive. But sap and copper is super easy to get. But we'll make a trap bobber for ourselves. Also, I don't want this in there. Yeah. There we go. You love Elliot. You had 3 hours of classes today where you put Elliot into your C# projects. Wait, what? How? What sort of C# projects are you working on? Oh, wait, you made Elliot's fashion show with Elliot's fan arts flashing on the screen, and then formed to join Elliot's cult. Oh my God. Okay, Leah, we might have a problem. All right. I think it was very fun just because of Elliot, though. You hate programming. Oh no. Why are you taking a programming class? Um, is it are you studying computer science like at the university, or is it for something else? What was I gonna do? We're gonna go fishing. We've got the time. Let's just go to the sewer. Oh gosh, we got it first. Well, we have to catch it, but I'm glad at least I have the tackle to help me out. That was easy. We got the mutant carp. Wait, how is this? I thought it was the radioactive carp or something. Why did I write down radioactive? Is that a different one? I don't know. Is that like the son of the mutant carp, the radioactive carp? We need to build more fish ponds. It's getting out of control. But where will we put the fish pond? We don't have space for it. That's one of like the downsides. Oh, I need to move this down. I guess we could put the fish pond over here. Like that's possible. And just come check on it occasionally, you know? At least the animals have plenty of hay. That's nice. You're in IT school, 4th year, just one more to go. Thought you liked computer science, but it's meh. But at last you can make a form on a website using JavaScript where you can choose your gender, male, female, or lobster. You know, the important things, right? All right. Maybe I should make some more of the truffle oil since it's here. What else is there to do? Was there anything else? There was no birthdays to worry about. I'm gonna run over here. We're gonna harvest all of this maybe on the last day. Well, I feel like I might as well just get these. We can teleport. Oh, we have some coffee. Oh yeah, what do we gotta do something with this, the mutant carp, you know? We gotta build a fish pond for him. What do we need for the fish pond? Let me take a look. We have the carpenter here. The fish pond, we need stone, seaweed, and green algae. 205 and 5. Maybe I'll grab that right now. Was it 5 seaweed? Or do we want to upgrade the house first? Do we want to upgrade the house? No, we can do this first because we won't have the money until we collect, I think, I don't know, the starfruit wine. It was green algae, right? 5, 5, and then stone. 200 stone. There we go. Also, I want to make some more gold. Oh, I heard the sound of whatever. The shimmering lights, but it's too difficult to go find them. Oh, this is actually perfect. So let's move these. What's the best position for them? I think actually over here is probably like that. Although when we get the cellar, this might get blocked. I don't know. Well, you know what? It's good enough for now. We can always bring them up here. Okay, we got that. Is it ready? Is it time? We did everything, right? We're not forgetting anything. We did Willie's quest. There we go. What? You swear you weren't high during the class? You're just a very creative person. One of your friend's projects is called Lobster Domination, and you have no idea. What is with... You've got... I don't know. You and your friends have some lobster meme or lobster fascination going on. You're just no. Don't worry about rambling, Leah. You've come to the right place. I'm a rambler as well, so don't apologize for that. It's totally fine. All right, let's grab this. We have a birthday today. See our fortune. Perturbed. I feel like we haven't had good luck at all. It'll rain tomorrow, and it'll be sunny on Fern Island. Pierre's birthday. Oh yeah, we got to get him his thing. What is his thing? He needs the, which one was it? The fried calamari, right? He's a fried calamari guy. It all started because you wanted your friend to play Stardew with you, and since she said she likes other characters named Elliot, you showed her the pretty beach man, and he became your target IG. Wait. What is a target IG? What does IG stand for? I only know IG standing for Instagram. I feel like, man, am I this old? Lobster's a funny word. Just make it all about him and lobsters. He is a lobster guy, you know? That's his thing. All right, what the heck am I doing? We need to go... Today is Friday. Here's what we got to do. We got to go to the traveling cart. We got to go to the sewer. We got to purchase an iridium sprinkler. We got to go buy the help wanted board. We got to go visit Pierre. So I'll buy the help wanted board. We'll give Pierre his loved gift. We got to... Ooh, what did I press that by accident? I'm counting. I accidentally pressed the... Okay. We got to go... to Robin, I think, and oh yeah, and build a fish pond. We'll go to Robin, we'll build the next fish pond. What else is there? That's kind of it, I feel like. Water the cat bowl. Get stuck on the cat, naturally. It stands for I guess. Ah, okay. IG, I guess. Uh, 200 for a Joja Cola. What a ripoff. Maybe it's like Mexican Joja Cola, right? Like the sugar is different from the normal whatever. All these yam seeds. We don't need yams. Oh, we're buying this jelly for sure. For sure. Because this is the only way that you can get just plain jelly. I might as well get this rare seed. Throw that in the mix. All right. Let's actually run down. Might as well grab. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Boom. We can run through here. Why do you want plain jelly? So flavorless. The reason is that this item can only be obtained from the traveling cart. You cannot get this item anywhere else. Because if you make jelly, it has to be made out of something. And so it'll always be like melon jelly or whatever. Cactus fruit jelly. But this is the only way you can just get jelly. Gooey is its description. Give me that. Do I need to buy these? I don't know, but I am. Just in case. Alright, we got another iridium sprinkler. Very nice. Look at Kent over here. It looks like a decent day for fishing, doesn't it? We're only at 3 hearts with Kent. We need to level that up. Okay, what else was I going to do today? Go by the help wanted board, right? And then go to Robin. We got to give... looking for a delicious garlic. Could a local farmer deliver one to me from Jody? Well, let's do that now. We can go to we'll come back for Pierre, and then we'll go to Robin, and we'll build the fish pond. All right. Oh yeah, we have plenty of garlic. I'm very glad she asked. We've got like a farm full of garlic. Actually, I have a bunch of random stuff as well. Actually, let me put stuff away. Oh, it's all this forage. That's what it is. And this random jelly. Where am I keeping that? I feel like I would put it in here. Yeah. This regular jelly. And let's also put this away. Oh, I don't want to stack some things because I'm afraid of losing certain things. Okay. I can put the gold back away. That's fine. Okay. I want to get the gifts. We're good. Ham the ma'am. You know, I've been thinking, I wish I had a hobby. Something to do other than hanging around at the saloon every night. Ham, you don't need anything. You are perfect, all right? I support getting a hobby, but you should not do it to obviate your normal everyday existence, okay? You're amazing. Just hang out with me, all right? Move in with me and Willie. I'll play checkers against myself. Pam is just... she's perfect. She's perfect. That's a perfect woman right there, if you ask me. Alright, I needed to give... oh yeah, happy birthday. Happy freaking birthday, Pierre. You remembered my birthday. Thank you. This is great. Business has been slow since Jojo moved into town. It's hard to compete with their selection. And also, let's just double check that Pierre... yeah, his loved gift was fried calamari, right? Just to double check. Oh, I need to go to Jody. Let's do that now. And then we'll go to Robin. Jody lives over here, right? He's usually standing in the kitchen. Yep. What's up? The food at Pierre's is so much fresher and healthier than anything I ever bought at Jojo Mart. I do miss those cheap Jojo prices, though. See, I like Jody. He's amazing. Wait, let me just double check. It was delivery to Jody. A delicious garlic. Yep, I got you. I got you, Jodes. Jodesters. Thank you very much. Boom. You did similar as a kid playing Monopoly all by yourself? There are certain games I'll play by myself that are a lot of fun. There's one that's called Pandemic Rising Tides. It is such a fun game. It's like, it's set in the Netherlands, and you basically have to build the dikes and whatever to prevent the Netherlands from flooding. And it's a lot of fun. It scratches a certain puzzle part of my brain where it's like you have to do certain calculations, but it's not too like intense. And there's enough luck in the game that it feels fun to feel like you're preparing for the floods. When the floods happen, you're doing your best to move characters around the Netherlands. And the different characters on the map can use different powers. So there's like quite a bit of strategy involved in knowing like which characters to move and when, because you can only move whatever so many times. But yeah, that is funny. You played Monopoly all by yourself. At least it wasn't like Candyland by yourself. You played Go Fish by yourself. Yeah, you were always the winner. I know, right? Surprise. Oh, house renovations. Huh, okay. Or we don't need that. We just need to construct farm buildings. First of all, we need to move buildings because I want to get this on the same level. We could put two, if we chop this tree down, we could put one here, right? And then one here. But it would block the path. It would be really annoying to have to walk around. So I'm just going to put it like this. All right. And we also have to leave this here because these are our ancient fruit. The only two ancient fruit that we have. And I don't know if I planted these very well, but whatever, all right. I kind of wish I had planted them more over here or something. Anyways, what was I gonna do? Oh, we want to build the fish pond. Yeah. Yeah, there really is no space other than over here. And the grass doesn't grow naturally on here. It doesn't spread onto this grass, so it's not like we're losing whatever grassable area for the animals. I think that's okay. And we can go over there and check on them occasionally. All right, so let's build the pond. There we go. Let's build it. Maybe something like there. Yeah. I like that. Thank you very much. Talk to Maru. My dad is very logical and my mom is very intuitive. That difference leads to conflict sometimes. It's like they never really have good cutscenes. You know, I mean, Robin and Demetrius are always kind of like they don't really get each other. You know, I think that's why people don't want them to be together. Is that they don't I don't know. Although they go to the saloon and they dance together. So I guess there's that. But otherwise, what do they got? Um but yeah, the Crimson Fish Pond's color is so pretty. True. Yeah. Does anyone know how we are going to learn about the upcoming updates? Yes, Natalie. We're going to watch the updates live. In 1 hour and 15 minutes, he has a video on his YouTube channel that's going to premiere. And it's going to have a bunch of information just to celebrate the 10 years of Stardew. And he's going to announce 2 new dateable villagers that are going to be released with the 1.7 update. Yeah. It is Stardew's birthday. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we'll watch it together at 9 o'clock. Hopefully that's allowed and YouTube doesn't, I don't know, get upset. But okay, what else do I need to do today? I feel like we've done everything. Let's pause for a second and look at our goals. You know, we got to come back to our goals. You know, life was so much harder when we were on the desert festival, right? These 3 days were the longest 3 days of the playthrough by far. The number of resets that we did. Also, the days are actually longer in real life as well. Anytime you go to the Skull Cavern, time dilates. So every like whatever tick, the 10 minutes, it takes longer for the time to count down when you go in the Skull Cavern. Just a little tip. Okay, Pierre. Let's go ahead and put this over his. There we go. And oh yeah, and tomorrow's Emily's birthday, and we're gonna give her some wool. What else could we do today? We did get the hay from Evil Marnie. We're upgrading the hoe. We gotta wait. We could decorate. I don't know. I don't really feel like decorating at the moment. We have monster eradication goals. Maybe that's what I'll do. Which is kind of dangerous considering we just did a bunch of stuff and we'd have to go and redo it. But like we'd have to redo it if we took any damage, but we could be very careful and we could just go for gold and void spirits, right? Because there's nothing else here that we can do at the moment. Also, I don't know, that radioactive, hold on, let's take a look at this. Right? The mutant carp, yeah. What is the radioactive carp? Oh, that's the, okay, it is the son of fish or whatever, the legendary fish 2. All right, so let's change that actually. And I'm actually going to move it over here to our main goals. And it wasn't radioactive. It was the mutant carp. And we're done with that. Okay. It is a pretty long day to reset. Oh, I should go turn in the skeletal hand. Let's do that. Let's do that. Look, don't worry. We're not going to take any unnecessary risk. You can learn a lot from trees. I love Linus. Spend time with them and they might tell you their secrets. Go in peace, young one. Linus, I'm pretty sure we outrank you in the elderly factor. All right. Stay in your lane, Linus. What are you talking about? Look at that. I love this arrangement. I don't know. We're dominating. We're doing so well. Also, what rewards do we have? We do have these warp totems. I could take those back, actually. Let's do that. All this other stuff we can leave for now. We could use it to decorate like the barn and the coop. Maybe not the... Well, I don't know. The coop could be decorated, but the barn especially. It'd be nice to decorate. All right. Wait, the Concerned Ape live stream starts in 11 minutes? I thought it was longer. Hold on a second. It's at 9 p.m. our time. Hold on. Mine says it premieres in 69 minutes, not 11. But I do have it in the background, so if it starts playing, we should be able to hear it. And we can hop in. Okay, what am I doing here? We're basically just gonna try to hunt for, actually, maybe Lore 101 could be interesting. We could also fish, actually. That could be something. Like, Either I mean, we could fish for the ice pip and the stonefish, but I also kind of want to get. I mean, it's not a very good luck day to get whatever. Yeah, let's do the fishing. Let's go fishing. I like that better. I think that's a little safer. We have the ice pip bait here. I mean, we could go fishing for that right now, actually. Let's do that. And we have we have the right whatever. Might as well just put all this away. Get the ice pip bait. And what floor is it on? Why do I feel like, is it 60? Yes. I think the ice pip is actually a really difficult fish. All right, let's see. I gotta focus up if we catch it. Okay, the time changed. Okay. Oh, it was 7 p.m. when you checked earlier in the day. Are we gonna use up all our ice pip bait just getting trash? Oh my gosh. I guess we are gonna use it all up. Oh, here we go. Maybe? I don't know. Is this an ice pip? It doesn't feel like an ice pip. Yeah. Oh. Dude, what the heck? Oh, we need that, actually. That's the first cave jelly that we've caught. I had the frog egg bobber, and Sebi loves frog eggs. Is Sebi an actual nickname for Sebastian in Stardew Valley, or is that just the fans, what we call him affectionately? Is there dialogue where he's referred to as Sebi? Okay, so we didn't get the ice pip despite having all that bait. But we're just gonna have to go old school. Robin calls him Sebi in his 2-heart cutscene. Okay. I love how you just know that. All right, so maybe you looked it up on the wiki as well. I don't know. I would have to look it up. Oh, this is it. This is the ice pit, man. This is why you need the tackle. The tackle makes this so much easier. I don't know if I'd even be able to catch this normally. Because it just moves in just enough of a wiggly pattern that, like... Here we go. We got the ice pit. Don't I have stonefish bait back home? I'm gonna go get that. Yeah, let's grab the stonefish bait. Dude, Granny's flying. All right. We've got bream, midnight carp. We do have lava eel bait. We could go for the lava eel. Perch, pike, sardine, sunfish. But not stonefish. Why did I feel like I had stonefish bait at some point? I really thought I did. But we could go for the lava eel. All right, well, let's put the ice pip in the correct whatever chest here with the A through L fish, and along with the ghost fish. Oh, and the cave jelly. Do we keep that in here? Yeah, we finally have a cave jelly. We need that for crafting. And then, oh yeah, all this trash. I guess I keep trash in here? I don't know. Okay, let's go and catch the lava eel. We could also catch the lava eel at the volcano caldera. Right. Is it 80 or I think it's 100, right? Yeah. There we go. What is this? You started a new file recently and got the scene already. You know everything about Sebi. Flounder is a liked gift for Sebi. I love how you use the little monkey emojis. You just, like, you can't help yourself, Leah. You're just like, oh, I know nobody probably wants to hear me talk about Sebi, but if I could just say one more thing about Sebi. Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh my gosh. What the heck? That was... Oh, I gotta lock in, man. That was a very difficult lava eel, to be fair. But I do feel like I got punished for impersonating you, Leah. That's why. That was my punishment for making fun of you for being such a Sebi stan. That's literally you, though. I like expressing myself through emojis. That's good. I'm not against it. I think it's fun. Honestly, what is Stardew for? If not being able to express our passionate feelings for these fictional characters, you know? Okay, when am I gonna be done with the bait? We're almost out. Okay, more cave jelly. That's nice. Oh my god. Right, this is the last one, I think. We had one opportunity. Now it's gone. At least we're getting more cave jelly out of this, so, you know, not the worst outcome, I suppose. But holy crap. It's just trash. Can't believe we used up all the lava eel bait. And we only got one lava eel? That feels like a ripoff. On your perfection file, you've made one of the house rooms into a Sebi appreciation room. You mean a shrine of worship? Like he's, I don't know, Backstreet Boy? With all three statues, frog eggs in tank, and a table with sashimi on it. Oh my god. That's hilarious. I actually really like that. I would love to see the room if you have a screenshot or whatever. I know we've got like a Discord. Although I don't know, do I have a channel for like, I guess an art. We have like an art channel or something, or like, did we have like a gaming channel? I feel like maybe that's probably where you could upload it. I'm sorry, I'm not very active in my own Discord. I just feel so, I don't know, so distracted in general. I don't have notifications from Discord. But I do post the in the announcements channel every time I go live. Dude, we are not getting this lava eel. What the hell? This is crazy. Hey May, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, I'm very excited for that the 10-year celebration. And when you're in the area, Volcano Caldera is the best place to catch the lava eels. Yeah, I guess it must be, right, that you have a better chance of hooking the fish. Like, we've only gotten one fish on the line. And I've cast how many? Dozens of casts by now? We're not getting the lava eel, man. And it's a hard one to catch as well. But yeah, if you join the Discord, there is a link in the description of this live stream. I hope it's updated. Let me know if it isn't. I can try to give you the I can put the correct link into the chat. But I'm pretty sure I updated it for these live streams. I might not have updated it for the Learn Finish With Me streams, because that's a different whatever. Like, I don't know. I think I did though. And yeah, Natalie, anyone can join the Discord. It's open. Yeah, the lava eel is more common in the caldera. We're gonna run out of energy. Well, I mean, it's almost midnight anyways, so. But this is kind of worth it just to get the cave jellies, honestly. Okay, last cast, and then we're out. That used a bunch of our energy. This is it. I can feel it. No, just kidding. All right. Wait, why did my... Oh, that was weird. I got a notification that chat got disconnected, but now we're reconnected. All right, let's put stuff away. Might as well just put all the trash stuff here. I think I'll keep Joja Cola and stuff there. We keep forage over here. And we keep other fishing stuff over here. Yeah. All right, did we do everything today? We got all the birthdays, right? Oh, look at that. I guess I could do this. Why did I check the fortune? I do want to make more crystallariums for the jade, you know? But I might wait a little bit. You'd like to join in the Learning Finnish streams, but have my own language class during that time. Yeah. No worries. It's I think it's less entertaining than the Stardew streams, to be honest. I think it's only entertaining if you already are a native speaker of Finnish, and then you're just watching a foreigner struggle with your language. And then it's interesting. But no, I'm very thankful for the people that do watch, who give me help and tips. It's actually, yeah, really quite a unique way to learn Finnish, honestly. I've got all these personal tutors, essentially, who help me when I'm doing practice sentences and whatever. But yeah, it's a difficult language. And you are native in Finnish, Zio. So okay, yeah, then yeah, buckle up because you're ready to laugh at all my mistakes. All right, we did Pierre's birthday, right? We did everything. Tomorrow is Saturday. Hold on, I'm gonna take a short break here to get some water. Oh, and our steel hoe is ready. We can upgrade it to gold already. That's nice. Oh, you shared the room in the art chat. Okay. I'm gonna take a look, Leah. Hold on. Just let me see here in the art. Here's my Sebastian shrine. I'm no decorator, but I'm happy with the results, and I hope Sebi appreciates it. It is very cute. Here, let me see if I can put it on stream real quick. Oh wait, what the? There we go. Beautiful. The Sebastian portraits on both sides. My goodness. My goodness. Is this a trap door where you keep Sebastian? He's trapped down in a dungeon. He's imprisoned there. You're like, no. Sebi, you can't come out now. I just love you too much, Sebi. You have to stay down there, Sebi. He's like, please. You're like some psycho serial killer. I have to keep you down there for love. You've got the frog, the sashimi. Oh, that's really nice. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Yeah, it is beautiful. Very well done. It's also appropriate, the location, because it's like you have to go down the stairs, and it's the same direction you would go to get to Sebastian's room at the Carpenters, right? So it's even fitting just directionally. It's like he likes being in a little dungeon. Yeah. He's just making it creepy, LOL. Look, I gotta riff on it, okay? I gotta create some lore for Leah. Leah is the psycho girlfriend that has abducted, kidnapped poor Sebastian. The authorities are trying to find Sebastian, but he's been stuck in a dungeon for 17 years. All right, no. Leah, you are not like that, all right? I know. Or are you? I don't know. What the heck am I gonna do at the moment? Okay, today is Saturday. We need to do the star fruit. Let me go ahead and get the star fruit seeds. We gotta take care of the star fruit. We gotta re-keg all of the star fruit. It's Emily's birthday, so let's go ahead and just get her something. What did we give her last time? Oh, we were going to give her wool. That's what we need to give her, yeah. I would typically go... I was going to go for one of these, but actually what we need is the wool. We've got some gold wool. And that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and just check our mail. George, thank you for the stone. Of course, what a solid guy. It is creepy in a sweet way. Also trying to collect every variant of frogs to put in the tank. Zeobolt, you want a girlfriend who obsesses over you like that, who's so possessive that she imprisons you. It's creepy, but it's sweet. All right, you're that maybe Sebastian learns to accept his imprisonment. He's like he gets a Stockholm syndrome. You're his wife for 3 years now. He's been stuck in the house with kids since then. Yeah, a different form of entrapment. Just ordinary marriage. You know, there you go. Poor guy never stood a chance. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm uh, just teasing. All right, just teasing. Okay, where do I keep? There's that, and that, and oh, I do want to upgrade to the gold. We want to upgrade our hoe to gold. Our fish pond is being built. I see that we've got that there. We need to go visit Emily, so let me just put that down there. Yeah. Might as well, I'll just replant the starfruit really quick. Yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so much easier than harvesting it one by one. Oh my goodness. There we go. Perfect. And you know what? Might as well. Oh, I can't get the, That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, and now we get that. We get some extra pomegranates. I guess we had an extra pomegranate sapling that we were able to plant. Might as well collect our honey. What am I doing? I need to go to the fruit. Now, how many of the starfruit are we going to save? Because, and this is the question, are we going to build the Junimo huts for summer? Do I want to build a Junimo hut? Hold on, let me see here. I've got 7 iridium sprinklers, which should be enough for one Junimo hut on the left side of... Here, I can show you what I'm talking about. I actually have a diagram. Watch this. Look at this. This is the Junimo Isle. We could build the left side of Junimo Isle over here. Because this side is full of our oak trees, and we need those oak trees to keep producing oak resin while we get enough for the kegs. So yeah, we could set this side up and then fill it with, I don't know what. I mean, it's, although arguably, if it's summer, it might not be worth even setting these up in summer. You know? Especially, so the other problem is, Junimo huts are not that great, unfortunately. Like, they don't, the Junimos are very slow to harvest, and they don't replant. Not to my knowledge, unless he's updated it or something, and you can put the seeds. But, like, they don't always, it's not like they, when all the crops come to, like, due at the same time, the Junimos might not have enough time to harvest everything, especially with this setup. And so then it kind of defeats the purpose because you can only get 2 harvests of like starfruit, for example. And now that I have the iridium scythe, I don't really need the Junimo huts here. This would be really good if I filled this with other stuff. Like, if I could fill this island with ancient fruit, you know, and just set it up in spring, and then just let the Junimos take care of all the ancient fruit throughout the summer and fall. That would be really, that could be really good. Then I don't have to worry about harvesting ancient fruit, and I would get almost a free ancient fruit farm out of it. But yeah, I think it's just too much because I'd rather save my iridium sprinklers for Ginger Island at the moment. That's at least kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. The prismatic pantry. Yes, look. And we could get some more chests over here if we wanted, but I haven't set those chests up because I feel like we have plenty just with these 20 chests here. And they're all big chests as well. So yeah. Okay. But yeah, Sebastian's been stuck in the basement until he married you. Now he's free to walk around the house. Leah's like, look, I might not be that much of an upgrade, but I am an upgrade. I'm better than the basement, all right? Okay, so we don't need to save that many starfruit, but I just want to be on the safe side. And actually, I'll put them in the fruit. We'll save 3. Just in case we get asked during summer. You know, like we might get a help wanted quest asking us for starfruit. I don't know what else. But yeah. At least it's kind of, it's covered now. And another thing is, do I want these kegs here? I guess there's no harm in having them there. Also, I could do the other fruit as well. We have so many that I feel like I might as well just take but leave some of this other stuff. Yeah. We have so many kegs. We might as well use them. Put that away. Yeah, Kent will ask for starfruit somewhere in summer year 2. Okay. Well, it is good that we are keeping some available. Do you think 3 is enough? Probably, right? 5. 5 is more than enough, all right? And it's not like we're dying for money, so it's okay. Okay, so and today we need to go by Clint to upgrade the hoe. We got to see the help wanted board. We got to visit Emily to give her the wool for her birthday. Anything else? I don't think so. I feel like that's pretty much it. Right? Oops. Pam is coming. Pam is coming. She's a working woman, all right. Actually, you know what I want to do? I don't know if we'll need these kegs at the moment. And filling up kegs in this formation is not as easy as going to the quarry and just using these kegs. And by the way, it's just a lot easier. Also, just out of curiosity, what is the value of each? 110, 110, 55, 154, 154. All right. Like, this is so much faster. I mean, it's also, I'm not replacing anything in the kegs at the moment. But even then, we got our potato juice for Pam. Is this exactly? Oh, it's very close. Okay, let's zoom out. I don't like how close the debris is getting. You know? So let's clear this up. Oh, we actually needed gold. That's nice. You know what you want to do? You want to talk to Sebastian? Yeah, potato juice does sound pretty disgusting. But I guess it has a very pleasant alcohol percentage for Pam. I don't know. All right, I guess let's go to the town, right? Click on that. We got our hoe. Now we can upgrade it to the gold hoe. Slime hunter to slay 6 red slimes in the deep lava caverns of the local mine. Interesting. Okay. But let's see. Emily's not here yet, is she? No. Just Gus. He's just selling tortillas today. Oh, and Pam, I think we can turn this in, right? Place it in Pam's kitchen. So let's do that. There we go. That's done. We got to go get the sludge. 6 red slimes in the deep lava caverns. What floors do the red slimes start on? Is that floor like 81 and beyond, or is it floor 100 and beyond? Can't remember. Okay, we need to visit Emily. That's the person we need. There she is. It never rains in Calico Desert. That's where my friend Sandy lives. Wish I could have visited her today. Aw. It's raining on her birthday. Emily, I'm so sorry. You remembered my birthday. Thanks, Granny Fern. That's really nice of you. She is the best. She's the best of the single bachelorettes by far. Okay, come back to our browser here. Let's take a look at our gifts. And Emily, up here, we just gave her wool. So we can check that off the list. Oh, actually, we can also add it, I guess, to our... Oh, yeah, we can do this. Like that. Wool. Done. Okay. Now what do we do with the rest of today? I guess we could go do that monster eradication goal. It's not much, you know. Yeah, why not? Oh, we can also, let's see. Do this. Do this. Oh, that's actually really good for us. Don't try to good afternoon me, Mr. Lewis. I know what you're up to. I know the shenanigans you're contrived with evil Marnie. Whoops, I came to the wrong spot. But yeah. Pam was hoping for vodka, but Granny doesn't have a still. That's actually a good point. Oh, we didn't distill it into vodka. Yeah, vodka's no better than potato juice. Both disgusting. I know, right? You could visit Sebastian since you're in the mountains already. Look, I can't show favoritism like this, Leah. Granny is an equal opportunity grandma. All right? She's not showing favoritism based on a character's dashing good looks, all right? Unless it is Willie, and then all bets are off, okay? All right. I guess we'll just go to floor 100, because I feel like this is where we will find the red slimes, right? Let's just see. I don't see a red slime. I just see a dude. Wait, are the red slimes not here? Sebastian's wasn't in his room anyway. Hold on, let's take a look actually. The what is it that I'm looking for? I'm looking for the mines. The mines. Red sludge. It's the red sludge, right? Red sludge does appear in 101. Maybe it's more common on these other floors. Let me just double check, right? The sludge, yeah. Slime hunter to slay 6 red slimes or red sludges in the deep lava caverns of the local mine. Maybe it's like I don't know, certain floors maybe just are better. Like, I feel like this floor tends to be better for... There we go. There we go. That was interesting. That was a delayed swing. I didn't click again. I didn't know the game would do this. That because I spam left click while I do the special attack, the Galaxy Hammer will then wait and do an actual left attack after, but I've never had it happen where it does it like, I don't know, so late that I switch floors. Is there another, no, it's fine. All right, was it 85? Yeah, nothing. Oh, no, run, run. I don't want to face those... The fireballs that come out of that one dude. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. There's another. Oh, no, I don't like this. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're golden, if I may say so myself. Hey, what's up, Ollie? Welcome in. By the way, in 28 minutes, Concerned Ape is going live, or well, his video is premiering. And we'll be able to watch the update. The chat is awful over on CA's page. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, some people maybe aren't behaving very well or very polite. There we go. Okay. Take our time. Oh no. That's 4. I just gonna grab a diamond. You know what? I'm gonna grab the diamonds. I don't think we need bat wings at the moment, so I'll skip that. There we go. Here's another guy. There's 2. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Those guys are just crazy. Right. There we go. Now we're done. I remember it was not a good time for me to run out of my speed boost either. Right at that moment. Okay. We got some golden mystery boxes. I like that. I really like the 1.6 update. The golden mystery boxes are actually dope. And the treasure chests. I feel like he really improved the quality of the end game. Like, it feels like you just get more stuff with them, you know, like with mastery, right? Right? We're leveling up mastery. We'll be able to unlock another skill. I'm pretty sure the next skill I want is the trinket. Either trinket or mining. Because we've got farming and foraging. But I'd like to get mining going. But in combat, I'd love to have a little trinket. I don't know. There's something cute about having a little, like a little fairy following you around. I would not go for the fairy. I'd go for the ice rod. That's going to be the best for Granny. Yeah. Yeah, he did a lot to help with the late game grind. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, you can get frog eggs with combat mastery. Exactly, Leah. All right. What am I doing here? This. Uh-oh. I need to leave a couple things here that I'm like, what do I not really need? You know? For now. Oops. That'll do. That'll do. Let's go organize some stuff at home. All right. We got to talk to Lewis, actually. Let's do that. Oh yeah, the purple mushroom. That's a loved gift. Let me add that to the list here. We got purple mushroom. There's so many peas in this game. It's like, what the... Wait. I should have more than 2. But it just says... Huh. Did I give away... I guess we only have 2 gold purple mushroom then. That's weird. I thought we just collected the purple mushroom. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Maybe it was... That number was probably there from a long time ago. Because I did put numbers there like a while back, and we probably gave away the purple mushrooms to the wizard. That's why. Yeah. I think we used up the purple mushrooms back then. It's just such a mess. All this junk. And the potato juice. What do I do with that? Robin is she still building the yeah, she's working. We might as well... Oh, they're already sleeping at 7 p.m.? Oh my gosh. Actually, let me see. Are there any more dino? No, we don't. We need to save. We need to conserve our dino eggs. Our dino nuggies, if I may. There's someone very pretty in the valley that loves frog eggs. Oh, Leah. I wonder who it is. I'm gonna guess Shane, right? Copper? What the heck? All right. I don't feel like I need to save this potato juice, right? We can just sell it. We just need to go talk to Lewis. Yeah, let's sell the potato juice. Let's sell starfruit wine. Put this away. Come over here, put that away. And the golden mystery boxes, I should keep them in here. This is where I typically keep geodes and other things that we need to open later. Speaking of which, I mean, we could craft some more crystallariums. We could craft, I was thinking a geode crusher, right? Also, look at this, the Statue of Blessings. Oh, this would be so nice to craft. What are we missing? Do we have enough moss? We do have enough moss. We're just missing fiber. How do we get lots of fiber? Do we craft fiber seeds at some point? We also need to make mystic tree seeds. Oh, wow. Shoot. Oh, wait, can we do that? Oh, no, we don't have the, I need to get the mahogany seeds. We planted all our mahogany seeds. And now we're just waiting for them to grow. That's a tea sapling. I thought fiber seeds was like a recipe. Or do we have to buy... It would be on that page, right? Maybe we just haven't bought the recipe yet from like a vendor or something, you know? Where's the geode crusher? Yeah. Farm computer as well. Gold, stone, and diamond. Let's make one. We can start crushing. Right? Like, I mean, we don't have much to crush. We'd have a geode, but hey, it's something, right? Where would be a good spot for it? Oh, actually, over here we could put some machines, you know? Don't we have more machines that I could put down? Like, oh yeah, the recycling machine or the seed maker. But yeah. Definitely not the emo guy you can find in his mother's basement. You need to finish Linus's special order to get the fiber seeds. Ah, okay. Well, when that one comes up, I'll prioritize it then, because I do want to get the Statue of Blessings. Your YouTube keeps messing up. Not sure what's going on. Anyone else having this issue? I did earlier have an issue with the chat. The chat kind of glitched, but no, I don't have any other issues. At least I'm not dropping any frames uploading to YouTube according to OBS, so I'm okay at the moment, I think. But yeah. Also, let's get some of. Let me see. What do I got? Yeah, trash here. Like that. And yeah, very soon, 15 minutes, Concerned Apes video is going to go live, so we're going to watch it. But yours is messing up too, Ollie. If you're in a pinch for fiber, the mutant cave in the sewers is an okay-ish spot to get some, yeah. Also, where I was in the mines, going down to those floors, like 80 to 100 or whatever, there's lots of fiber I can collect there. I could just reset for that. But wait, let me go talk to Lewis. Let's go find him. I assume he's at the saloon. I wish you could give your character a raincoat. Or that they would put the raincoat on during rainy days. Or like you could just toggle it on and off, like it doesn't take up, you know, space in your inventory or anything. Okay, so Pierre's not here. Or Lewis, I mean. I always get Lewis and Pierre mixed up. Am I the only one that does that? Granny Fern, so you helped us with our slime problem. Thank you. I hope you didn't go through too much trouble. Those slimes can be pretty dangerous in groups. Should be a little easier to go spelunking now, thanks to your efforts. There we go. There we go. We have a little time. I am going to go to the mines. Dangerous, I know. I know. Don't. And I just want to try and collect some fiber. All right. So yeah, there's not even anyone over here, right? Oh, we got a bat. The only danger is actually rock crabs. I might not be able to see them. That wasn't too bad. Yeah. Yeah. If I see enemies, I'm just gonna skip. Like, it's really not worth it. Oh, he came really close. Okay, we're safe. We're good. was strange. I've never had a bat on the ladder when I was leaving. And I was like a little worried. I'm like, sometimes when you leave a floor, there's a frame where the enemies can still move. Like in the Skull Cavern, when you jump into a drop shaft, the enemies, if they're right next to you, they can still hit you before you you leave the floor, which is kind of crazy. Oh yeah, the secret woods with maple syrup. Oh, this is a good floor. Even more notes. There we go. Look at that. See, that's actually a good way to get fiber. Let's go ahead and read this other note. Oh yeah, everyone's favorites. Sebastian, frozen tier and sashimi. Top of the list. I wonder why he's at the top. But wait, Penny, Vincent, Mom, Dad, and me. So this is from Sam, right? Oh yeah, Sam's holiday. It says up here, it's labeled. But yeah. It's not the... Yeah, it's not the chat, just his stream. It keeps buffering and putting me a full minute behind. Oh, you mean Concerned Apes video. I guess it's because it's waiting to premiere. Maybe there's some, I don't know, maybe it looks kind of glitchy. Yeah. The raincoat can be crafted with the freshwater crab pot fish. Oh, we could make a raincoat as well. An umbrella hat, yeah. Is there there is an umbrella hat in this game, right? Is this good? I can't tell. Not worth it. There's a slime. Okay, I do want to go home. One more check. Just kidding. That wasn't even the right floor. That wasn't even the right floor. Yeah, this is not worth it. Maybe? It might be worth it. Oh, look at that. We got the bandana shirt. Doesn't work with her current skirt situation. I do actually... There we go. Okay, we're safe. As long as I can kill the slime. We need to kill slimes for the monster eradication goal, so you know what? It's not the worst. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. We're not leaving anything here, right? Oh, well, we do have a couple things we'll bring back. Lots of junk here. Extras. All right, let's run home. I'm not going to drink another coffee just to get home. But that's good. That's good to get fiber at least. And it is also good for the monster eradication goals, right? If we're going for the void spirits and slimes, we might as well collect a lot of the fiber as well. And we need gold, so we're collecting that. Let's check. Where's our... Oh yeah, we actually do have quite a bit of gold, so we'll use that this evening. Mixed seeds. Let's put that away. And over here, we have that. What is going on here? All right, let's move all this stuff kind of back to its original order. Oh, look at this. We gotta collect it. We've got the mermaid music playing. How about that? I do actually want to grab. We did give Emily her birthday gift, right? Double check everything. I think yeah. We checked the help wanted board. Emily, we gave her birthday gift. We did everything. Bedtime. Oh, wow. Yeah. We were worried about money. Look at that. 333,900. I love that it looks like it's just all potato juice, you know? Like we just sold a lot because that way the potato juice is like such trash. You know, 252 quesos. Come on. Each starfruit wine is 3,150. It's like, get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break because the stream is coming up as well, or the premiere. So we're gonna watch it on stream. I don't know how much of this day I'm gonna play, or if I'm even gonna play this day out. I might end the stream actually after his video. I'll decide. Well, I'm probably not gonna play this day out, simply because after his video premieres, I'm probably going to want to like talk with you guys about it, you know? So, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. More yapping. Oh, we love the yapping, all right? That's what we're here for. Um, but yeah. All right. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Actually, I'm just going to exit to the title. And actually, I have to click there for some reason. Okay. Look at this. Premieres in 3 minutes. I hope it's loud enough for you guys. I can check when it starts premiering. People in the chat are going crazy. They're spamming their flags. Upgrade the Hat Mouse's home would be amazing. That's interesting. If I can't marry Caroline, wait, oh my, I can't even read people's comments. It's going nuts. I can't believe it is 36,000 people waiting to watch this right now. This is crazy. White YouTube is such a crime. Leah, I am a white YouTube man. I have always been white YouTube. To me, the idea of dark mode for YouTube is just, no, I don't like it. I like having the brightness. It's just what I'm used to, I guess, you know. Dude, the chat is nuts. 39,000 people waiting for this premiere. This is crazy. Ollie, you're also on white YouTube. I like it to feel like I'm watching YouTube in daylight. Okay, I don't want to feel like I'm it's midnight and I'm just binging another YouTube video. We've all been there. We've all gone down that rabbit hole of the 12 worst cave diving disasters, and then you get sucked into that loophole. All right, premieres in 60 seconds. Okay. I'm ready, concern date. 10-year anniversary, I'm ready. $44,000 people. Premiere will begin shortly. Oh, Concerned Ape says, thanks everyone for being here. All right. Oh wait, it's not quite. It's almost 9 p.m. Here we go. It's CA himself. He's watching. Wait, can you guys hear it? Wait. Now you can hear it. My setup is so janky. I have to like switch. But you can hear it, right? Okay. It's if I have my headphones plugged into the computer, it only works if I'm using the application capture that I use for Stardew. But if I'm using the screen capture, I have to use some other audio output. And then I have to plug my phones into my speakers. It's very strange, but it works this way. All right, here we go. This is like an optical illusion that hurts my brain. I don't like this. Like, oh my God, I'm such an old man. Like, just show the normal numbers. What are these blocks? Here we go. Oh my God. Let me turn the volume up for you guys just to make sure you can hear better. 2 new marriage will be revealed at the end of the video. This envelope is on my desk. What?
Hey guys, it's me, Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time. So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
Valley. Oh my god.
Sprout Valley, 2012. So this was the original name of Stardew Valley. It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name. That's why I eventually changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game, but it was very rudimentary, and I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game than Stardew Valley is today. Of course, I grew up playing Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, and so I was heavily inspired by it. And, you know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo. That was my starting point, and then I wanted to expand a bit from there. As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap. But there are some things like the bus there that essentially made it into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there.
Oh wow!
Even 6 months into development.
This is Harvey's.
You know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0.
Harvey.
So we can watch this for a little bit. You'll notice how it looks similar to Pelican Town.
Goes into Harvey's bed.
Some things are basically unchanged, but then other things are
look. Beads and
odd.
stuff. Oh, what the?
Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display.
Yoba Chapel. The Yoba Chapel was there at the beginning?
Those portraits are kind of hideous. Sometimes I wonder, you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now? Somehow I don't think that the game would have taken off. So, look at Clint. But, you know, this was like a part of essentially a training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer. I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's fresh, it's primal, and you can't really recapture that once you have experience. There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait.
What?
I don't know what I was
Gunther?
And the character movement
Gunther
speed
had
is
green
insane.
hair? I love it.
I'm sure you guys would love that in Stardew Valley. I'll have to get you on Way of the Wind Part 100.
Wait, Way of the Wind Part 100? Moving that fast?
All right, let's show you the old mines real quick. The mines are one of the areas of Stardew that have gone under a lot of changes, probably the most changes of any, at least gameplay element. However, some concepts have
Oh my god.
been there from the very beginning, like slimes. Slimes have always been there.
Okay, there's no
Ladders
inventory
down
bar.
have always been there in one way or another.
Imagine doing damage lists on this. That'd be nuts. The Granny Challenge. What the crap is that?
I guess I hadn't discovered the concept of knockback yet.
He's gonna die.
The death sound has always been there. All right, well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley. So let's go ahead and jump to the next earliest build that I have. So here we have a build from 2013. I've probably been working on Stardew for maybe a little over a year at this point. And it's radically different from that previous build that I showed you. We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley. However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet. But yeah, this version of Stardew Valley was basically more of like a sandbox idea. In this iteration,
I love it.
this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But so you would like actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to Robin.
Oh, that's a cool idea, though.
There was that farm map you just saw. Like, that was pretty cool, actually, that farm map.
The crafting.
Now you guys are going to be mad at me that that's not in Stardew Valley anymore. But yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an RPG.
Oh, wow, the collections, like, almost exactly the same. The music. This is very different.
Yeah, so back then I had item of the day and crop of the week, but I got rid of that because there's this fundamental problem where you can store things in chests in Stardew Valley. So this creates this incentive to just never ship anything until the crop is crop of the week or the item is item of the day, and I just don't think that's very fun. You don't ever want to incentivize things that aren't fun. That's Game Dev 101. All right, you can see here it's starting to look like Pierre's. Starting to look like that old familiar shop.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, maybe let's jump ahead a little bit and check out what the mines are looking like in 2013. So this was the era of the procedurally generated mines.
Oh, he wasted a lot of time doing this, I remember.
My idea was I wanted to do like, I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but, you know, top down instead of side scrolling. And it was this, you had these big procedurally generated levels and you mined into the walls and uncovered ores and secrets within the walls, which I think was a cool idea.
It is a cool idea.
For some reason, I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which it just ended up being too complicated, I think. It was maybe just beyond my ability. I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own. And, you know, if you've played Core Keeper, that's pretty much what Core Keeper is, which is a cool game, by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey, someone finally did it. So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it. And I spent a long time working on this, too. But I made the decision to scrap all of it, and let's see, there's a bug right there.
Yeah, I was about to ask them, like, they can go outside of the
do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all designed by hand. Here we have a Goblin Village, an underground Goblin Village.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
All this content completely scrapped from the game.
Carving knife. The carving knife later, that's the same image for like one of the daggers.
I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool, doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea in practice. Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, all right? Anything you see here from previous builds is not considered to be canonical Stardew Valley.
It's not in the lore.
All right, let's move on to yet another more recent version.
We'll find a way for Granny to bring it into the lore.
So this one's from sometime in 2014.
Right. The goblins.
This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but it had these weird buttons on the side. And then when you loaded the game, there was this
Sebastian so emo
loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims. But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build. But you start to see some more Stardew Valley things come into place, like the what we call the daytime money box in the upper right is there. Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game, and it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. I'm not sure why there's this ugly yellow color This ugly yellow filter over the entire screen.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then.
Clint was less doughy.
Joe Jamart was not yet in town.
Wait, what the?
Hat Mouse wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah, I was like, that was the Hat Mouse thing, but in the wrong area.
And the inside of the farmhouse was like very static. I don't even think you could move any of the furniture, which allowed me to have the pixel art look kind of nice with some shading and stuff. But I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that. So this is from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment. The farmhouse still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance, is that a word? This weird thing, this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there.
What? The nose sticking out at the door?
Obviously, I got rid of that at some point.
Oh, like the wall
mailbox is
up?
still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months. I think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close. I needed to finish the game. The finish line was so close. And that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley, so that was like a last-minute change, which I'm really glad about because I don't really like the way this looks. Looks kind of stiff, kind of like a Pinocchio or something. Yep, there's the old
I love how
classic Stardew Valley mines. So
how concerned
that's pretty much
so
the last convenient
work,
footage that I have from before launch.
All right, whatever.
I do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers, Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever Stardew Valley farms. Looks pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Thank you guys so much.
A farm of biblical proportions.
So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work. The launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this because if it flopped, I would have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience. Would have been pretty depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning. So that was highly stressful.
Whoa.
On the first day of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies, which was already beyond my wildest dreams. After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal. I knew that I could be a game developer from now on. It was really happening. Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent the next... I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches, too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it, so I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace.
I love how, like, passionate he gets when he starts talking about it like that, because, yeah, the console build was such a pain.
I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's shrine and his evaluation. When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh, and he would he was almost a little bit rude.
Grandpa.
You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid. And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, you know, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it. So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, you know, have them come back and reevaluate. Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses. So I don't remember this, but apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue, and people still complain about this, but there's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years, and it just goes to show that, you know, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why I essentially, as soon as these bug fix patches were out of the way, I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content update. I'll just briefly go over the updates. If you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But yeah, the 1.1 update added 4 new farm types and kind of established the tradition of every update adding new farm types to the game. And notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on a poll that I put on Twitter. 1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates. So then we had the 1.3 update, which most importantly added multiplayer to the game, fulfilling the promise I had made to the players before Stardew Valley even came out. 1.3 also added the winter night market and a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, you know, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom.
Cool. I've heard of that game.
Yeah, it started this new era where I was open to getting help on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates. So then there was the 1.4 update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the spouses, and many other great things to the game. Then we had the 1.5 update, which
this is when I started
playing. Location, Ginger Island, the Kui quests, and this idea of perfection.
Kui, yes. That's how you pronounce it.
The volcano, which allowed you to enchant your weapons and tools. And many other great things. Then there was the 1.6 update, the most recent update.
Which was only supposed to be like
return to the valley
for a moderate update.
1.5's Ginger Island.
But it was a huge content
1.6 added some new systems, some endgame content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game. And it added some old ideas that I've had for a long time, like Green Rain. So those were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones, which sometimes added some important things to the game. But those were the major updates.
Aww.
Now, what's next? Well,
that's cute.
As I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works. But I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet. Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage candidates, and I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this, and you're just waiting for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right? But I just have one more thing to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7. But before I open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley over the past 10 years, for all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you. That's meant a lot to me too. and it's really given me a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much. I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the people who have run the Stardew Valley concerts, um, Cole for helping me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business. All right, here
Oh
it
my
is.
God. It's here.
1.7 marriage candidates.
All your. Okay, I see what you're calling. He's edging us so badly. Oh my God.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God.
Clint and Sandy.
Oh my God. You called
It's
it,
their
Ollie.
turn. It's their time.
I'm so glad. I called it too.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Wow. Some people are saying not Clint in the chat. Come on. I'm actually glad that maybe Clint will get a little bit more of a redemption arc. Ollie, you really called it. I mean, I was hoping for Pam and Willie. That was my. I want some older characters to be romanceable. For us old ladies role playing, all right? Those role playing. I like role playing as an old person in a game. I don't know. There's more depth when you've got an old person who's already lived a whole life that you can lore craft for. But wow, that was so cool. I'm gonna be rewatching this video several times, just to see for inspiration. Like, I mean, how much the game evolved in those early years. Um, Man. Oh wait, no, I don't want autoplay. No thanks. But yeah, wow, that was really cool. Wait, Leah, why are you crying? Why do you say, "Oh man"? And you wish that CA adds more cat breeds to the game. Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're right. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have more like pet options. Um, but yeah, yeah, Sandy. I, I, I was fairly confident about Sandy. I wasn't as confident about Clint. Mainly just because, well, Clint's story is so heavily Emily based, like he doesn't really have much going on, but that's why I want him to be a romanceable character because he's going to get more dialogue options. We'll be able to steer him away from Emily, or maybe, yeah, it'll just be a little more interesting for him because he's a little one dimensional. Maybe, I don't know if one dimensional is the right word, but he kind of plays one note a bit too hard with creeping on Emily. Um, but yeah, and I saw Leah, you said you're glad for the console port though. You spent the most hours on your Switch when you got SDV on your birthday. Good. I know a lot of people play on the Switch. I've never done that. I don't know. Yeah. I have a Switch, but really I've only really ever used it for what is it? Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And I have played some other games on it, but really, I feel like it was really only worth it for the Zeldas. Yeah. But yeah, you were hoping for the wizard. Oh yeah, that was another good one, Leah. Yeah, the wizard could have been a great marriage candidate. And I mean, for me, obviously, we've talked about this on stream. I'm really wishing for more witch content. I want the witch to be an actual character, for us to meet her, for her to have a character portrait. Like she has a little sprite or whatever when she flies over the farm. That's it. We don't have anything else. So it'd be really nice for her to be a character we get to know and for there to be, I don't know, a festival or something that she's at, or like you can go to like the witch's swamp for a festival, the Swamp Fest. How cool would that be? uh I would love that. um since his story is so Emily based, is Farmer going to be Clint's second choice? Yeah, that's also kind of the question, and I hope he maybe takes some liberty to change some of it so that maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's going to take that much liberty because it might feel like it's changing too much of what's already canon, right? Like he is like such an Emily stan, and it's like, but I think he can find a way to make it clever so that there's room for him to find to fall in love with the farmer instead, right? Um, but yeah, maybe he won't be such a creep anymore, right? Oh, and use your Switch for Pokemon, yeah. Be delighted to see Clint develop into a more three-dimensional character. Even 2 dimensions would be nice. I agree, May. Swamp Fest sounds like fun. Yes. Give me that festival. I love it. And with the witch like leading the festivities for the day. Uh, or maybe he adds additional dialogue about how he realizes Emily is just a good friend to him. I mean, even just a cutscene like that would be really nice at the end. Like his uh, yeah, to have a cutscene where he at least gets some closure away from Emily, and he's not like constantly like, oh my god, it's not, yeah, it's not just that he is kind of creepy with Emily, but it's the frequency at which every one of his cutscenes involves him just like hoping and pining for Emily, and it's weird as well. It's just like, and I think what's also so weird about it is he's not really even. It's not like he tried. Like it's not like he's really trying to date her, and she says no, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm really sad now." It's sort of like he just assumes that she will say no, and he's already, it's like it's weird. It's just weird. But yeah, so it would be nice to have him balanced out a little bit. I was always kind of hoping that maybe you would help him find a girlfriend in Zuzu City or something. Or I joked about how Clint, you build him a computer because he does have a dialogue scene where he mentions like, oh, Maru maybe wanted to give him a computer or something. How funny would it be if you could build a computer for him and then he gets radicalized on the Stardew Valley's version of Reddit or something? He's like this alt right, this QAnon. uh, yeah, Clint is for sure the QAnon character. If there were a Stardew QAnon equivalent, yeah, he would go down the radicalization pipeline of internet forums. Um, yeah, Clint's story was kind of left over when Emily became a marriage candidate. I think that's why he comes off as such a creep. As yeah, that's also true. He wasn't originally written like that way with Emily because Emily wasn't originally a marriage candidate, right? She became one after. And Clint is painfully shy around Emily. Yeah, it's weird. Please no QAnon Clint. That's too real, right? Uh, you can really relate to Clint when it comes to his awkwardness towards Emily, though. Okay, that yeah, I mean, yeah, there is definitely some relatability. I think that's my problem isn't that he's like that. It's that he's like that in too many cutscenes. Like it's just there's too many cutscenes where he's like, "Oh, can you go talk to Emily for me? Oh, I'm so embarrassed." It's just like, yeah, okay. Clint would be radicalized by Jojo Mart. And Natalie, you also agree. You only know how to be awkward around most people. You like his Joja Blue cutscene? Yeah, when he turns blue. Um, oh, um, that was really cool. That was a really good video. I'm so glad that Concern Date made that to show us some behind the scenes, like those early builds. I really felt like, I don't know, I felt like it's so cool that all of that exists and like he just hasn't shared it, right? Like, because it was those were versions of the game that were never released. It feels like you're getting the behind the scenes, DVD documentary, like watching how they made Lord of the Rings, for example, right? That was so cool to see all of that. Um, and yeah, it was also funny how he was so self-critical, where he was like, "Yeah, the pixel art sucks." And on some level, I agree. Like he improved so much, and I'm glad that he stuck with it. Um, and it's also interesting because I'm a huge fan of Stardew, but I didn't become a fan until like 2020, like right when 1.5 was released. I think I bought the game either right before um, or right after. I don't remember playing without 1.5 though. Maybe I had started my file and it came out before I got to the later stuff that 1.5 introduced. But yeah, so for me, even the early builds of Stardew are like a surprise. Like I remember hearing that one of the things in Stardew you couldn't stack certain items like kegs. So if you made a bunch of kegs, in order to move them, you would only be able to pick up as many as you could fit in your inventory, you know? And it would be a huge pain if you tried to like reorganize your farm or whatever. And so he then made them stackable. I was like, oh wow. I'm like, so there's a lot of quality of life features I think he introduced as well to make the game more fun. But yeah, Clint is so mopey, right? You had an episode in life where you had acted even creepier towards a guy you liked than Clint, and you're so embarrassed about it. Look, Leah, you know what? I think it's important we all just acknowledge yeah. What is it? He who is without sin should be the first to throw the stone, right? We've I think back when I was in high school, I had such a crush on this one girl, and she did not like me back in that way, and it was so difficult and cringy, you know? I'm just like, oh man, it's tough. But you just have to know, everyone looks back at their life with cringy feelings. uh, it happens. That's why we go to therapy, all right? You gotta process that shit. And you just, yeah. Uh, I mean, there's other reasons to go to therapy too, but yeah. Um, it was so cool seeing all the earlier versions. It only started playing it, I think, after the 1.5 update, Stacy. Yeah. And yeah, I remember when 1.6 was coming out, and and it was only supposed to be like a small update. Concerned Ape had said like there's no new content. It's literally just an update for modders. That was how he pitched it. This was just an update to make modding the game easier. And then he announced the update and it was like, "Oh my god, there's like tons of new content he added." It was like, "All right, we'll take it." It was awesome. 1.6 was awesome. He did get a few bits more dialogue on 1.6, and so did Harvey. Oh, for Clint, right? That make him more relatable. Wish both of them would be more humanized. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You love that CA reference to the wiki, right? With all the patch notes on the wiki. Leah, I was so creepy and cringy. That guy sent a friend to tell me he didn't like me back. Oh no. That's so hard. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah. I mean, first of all, Leah, you have to kind of forgive yourself as well because it's not your fault that you develop such strong feelings for somebody, you know? That was unfortunate. And I mean, it's good to have strong feelings, but like it's bad that it wasn't reciprocated. That wasn't your fault, right? Uh, so yeah. And hey, sound, welcome in. We're just wrapping up stream now. We are processing the Stardew video that we just watched. Concerned Ape just released the 1.7 update video. I guess it's not the one about 1.7. It's about the 10-year anniversary, and he was so cool. Like he was so nice. I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Concerned Ape. Maybe it's not nice. That's not the right word. I think he's very authentic and generous. He's like he cares about the game and the community, and he cares about making art and making something fun that anyone can play, that's accessible. And Stardew really stands out in this way in a sea of microtransactions and gimmicky games that use basically casino mechanics, right, to psychologically manipulate people into spending more money in a game than they otherwise would spend if they were making a more rational decision when they purchased at the time of purchase, right? I really appreciate that Concerned Ape is always just like, no, you buy the game, you get everything that's in it. There's no DLCs, even though DLCs can be justified like as expansions, but like uh there's something, yeah, really really beautiful about the way that he just wanted to make a great game and he always stuck to that. And he's made all of these free updates for, you buy the game, you get all the updates. He just, yeah, he sticks to his guns and he talks about this as well. I really uh, agree with his view of the need for art and the need for people to be kind of true to their own artistic vision, and not try to play a game of like, oh, how am I going to sell the most games? Like, how am I going to play the market? What's trendy and whatever? It's like, just make a great game that you're passionate about, that expresses something beautiful, and that's fun for people to play. That's the most important thing, and we need more. We need more game developers like that, more artists in general like that. Um, but yeah, wait, Leah's confessing her very unfortunate Clint-like experience. It was one of my most embarrassing moments, especially since it was like in the center of class, full of your classmates. Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. He sent his friends to tell you in front of the whole class? Like they wouldn't have found like a private moment, to let you know? That sounds actually really mean if they didn't do that. Yeah, you love how supportive he is about modders and the whole community. Genuinely almost teared up a little bit when he was thanking everyone who's played the game. Yeah. Yeah, Leah, you're glad you don't have to see any of those people ever again. uh, you feel like CA is more of a person that makes sense. Like he's real in comparison to corporate type games. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, CA is one person who completely deserves his success. An individual creates something original and great and then is endlessly imitated by corporations. Movies are another example of this. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it kind of frustrates me like there's all these games out there that are sort of riding the wave of Stardew's success. And it's like a good example of this is like Disney Dreamlight Valley. And it's like you just pick a different name, like, oh, it's not Stardew, it's Dreamlight. Yeah. I see a lot of other games kind of like this. I think it's great for people to imitate uh Stardew, right? Stardew was an imitation of Harvest Moon. Um, but like there's a point where it's like it's not distinct enough, right? And I feel like I wish it was yeah. When it's not so distinct, it starts to feel kind of corporate. Like it feels more like it's a calculated move. Oh man, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Leah, that you got. It was almost like they wanted to shame you in front of the class. That's horrible. Yeah, everyone has an episode in their life along those lines. They were brutal. Yeah. Wild Flowers is also very similar. It does add magic and a bunch of new elements, but most of the characters directly correlate to characters in Stardew Valley. I haven't heard of Wild Flowers. I'm kind of surprised, given how much I love Stardew. I feel like I get recommended all these games on Steam or whatever. But yeah, um, yeah, no, it was really cool to see that. and really cool to have it confirmed that it's going to be Clint and Sandy. And I'm actually really glad it is Clint, even though I know a lot of people are like, oh, because there's so much Clint hate, but that's precisely why I think he would make a really good marriage candidate to flesh out his character a little bit better. Not just to make him more sympathetic, but like really to give him more of a character arc because we never really get much of a resolution. He's just really shy and awkward around Emily, and he like congratulates you when you're just talking to her, and it's like, dude, this is weird. We're not, it's like you're not even dating her, and he's like, congratulations. It's just like, it's weird. It's over the top. So that's what makes him so unlikable, right? He's so mopey. So I feel like we'll get some scenes where he's not so mopey. Well, yeah, we need to do a marriage speed run of Sandy and Clint. That would be a lot of fun. Or maybe it doesn't have to be a speed run per se, but to see at least to go through like their cutscenes and whatnot. Yeah, Clint needs to be rehabilitated. Yeah. That's a funny way to describe it, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Fields of Mysteria. I've heard of that. Yeah. Um, but I don't know what else was I. What else from that video was so interesting. I mean, seeing like it made me want to play the old versions, like just to experience what they were like, and like, oh my God, the Goblin Town looked so cool. Like but maybe I mean I trust Concerned Ape made the right decision probably, right? Like maybe it isn't that deep. Maybe what I would like about Goblin Town would be would not be what the Goblin Town actually is, because Goblin Town to me sounds like a place full of like culture. I know goblins are supposed to be like nasty kind of creatures or whatever, but like it's Goblin Town. They've got like they're organized. They've got a whole society, but it kind of looked like the goblins just attack you and like you don't really get to talk to them, or like I don't know, like there should be little like shops and whatnot there that you can trade stuff with them for, for things like uh I don't know. I liked the idea of, maybe I just also like the idea of Stardew unfolding, expanding. It's kind of like when you first read Lord of the Rings and then you realize there's the whole Silmarillion that you can read. And it's like the world just keeps unfolding in all these really interesting, beautiful ways. And there's all this poetry that Tolkien wrote that wasn't published in his lifetime. And it's like thousands of lines of the Lay of Leithion for Beren and Luthien. And it's like the most beautiful poetry you've ever read. And you're like, how is this not? How is how is this not in the book? I guess parts of it are technically in Lord of the Rings. Aragorn quotes some of the Lay of Leithion, but that's what it feels like. I want Stardew to unfold like that, and maybe that brings us full circle to why we have so much fun with the granny lore, right? Right, taking parts of the game and just sort of unfolding them a little bit further, taking them to another logical conclusion, drawing uh you know genealogy charts so that we can piece together some really interesting backstory for these characters. um and on some level it's nice that maybe not everything is explained, but there is so much that like I think he could go into more detail. The witch, number one character I want to bring into the game. Like by far, the witch has so much potential. She's already got a hut. Maybe I need to make a proposal to Concerned Ape. I'm going to write a manifesto or like a thesis. I'm going to write a thesis arguing for why he should develop the witch's character and send it to him. A video essay in 9 parts. It's like a 19-hour video essay. But yeah. Um, yeah, this man is so cool. Clint and Sandy. I mean, Sandy's pretty interesting. Yeah, she'll be yeah, it'll be an interesting one. And but we don't know when 1.7 is coming out, right? So yeah, Concerned Ape has said he's like not gonna announce any dates. He might just I'm sure he's probably gonna announce it like maybe a day or a week before that it's gonna be released so that people at least kind of know. But he's not gonna set a date in advance until it's ready. That's what he said at least. Because he doesn't like having a deadline and then he misses the deadline and then people get really upset and like tweet at him like really angrily. Um, but yeah, ah, so cool. It's so cool. Gets me so excited. I'm so happy to be playing Stardew on the 10th anniversary. Um, but yeah, I feel like that kind of sums up all my thoughts. I definitely want to go back and rewatch that video a couple more times. And just see like the difference. It's so funny that the differences the changes that he made, like the the mailbox being on the left side of the farmhouse versus the right side, and like all these little details that he was like, I had to, he felt very strongly about that he had to change. Uh, Really interesting, kind of like uh, just yeah, interesting to see. I feel like I could listen to Concerned Ape like do a like a 10-hour documentary about all of the different versions and every little detail and like going through all the characters. Like how crazy would it be if he explained kind of like, okay, this is in the first version of the game, these are the characters, this is their art. This is what I was inspired by, especially if he was able to point to other games and be like, well, I was trying to emulate this art style and here's where I was learning about it and this is why it looks so bad or why it looks much better. Um that would be so cool, especially to learn about which characters how when they entered Stardew, and like how they developed because I'm sure the dialogue changed quite a bit as well. That certain characters maybe started out a certain way, but then he realized, "No, I don't want them to be this." And he made them maybe nicer or maybe he made them meaner. Um that would be really cool to hear kind of yeah, all the different characters and how they came about. Um yeah, that's again, I can only compare it to like the behind the scenes documentaries for Lord of the Rings and how I just want even more. Yeah. You could listen to him talk about Sebastian for 10 hours. Okay, Leah. I see a theme. All right. You were obsessed about a guy in school, and now you're obsessed about a fictional character. uh, but I would love to hear all the characters, and especially even just to hear his little comments about like, oh, because he might say some really interesting things about like Marlin or Gunther, right? Like, oh, and like, why is Gunther? Why did he have green hair? What the hell was that? And then why was he never made a villager? He was in the game from so long ago. I kind of assumed that the reason he wasn't a villager was because he was maybe added too late. And that was my guess that like he just Concerned Ape didn't have time to make all the cutscenes and was like, well, I need someone to run the museum. Like maybe I was thinking maybe the museum was added like, a bit later. But no, it was there from very early on. So it was pretty interesting that like some characters just never really made it to become a villager. All right. But I'd love to hear why and just hear the thinking and the I don't know. Really really cool really cool. Really cool that he showed all of that. Also because you could tell how uncomfortable he felt, showing it and being like, "Yeah, that sucks." Like he's kind of embarrassed. There was a sense of embarrassment, not shame, but like just a little, and it's like obviously there's nothing to be embarrassed. And I think he even knows that and kind of pointed out like how much the game improved. and how he wonders how the game would have performed if it was released, after 6 months instead of after 4 years. But yeah, um, it was interesting that some of the dialogue actually hasn't changed from some of the earlier versions. Like Haley, oh, okay, she had the same dialogue. Leah, you wish it was just Sebastian. No other villagers. You only want to hear about Sebastian. Oh man. Yeah, he shouldn't be embarrassed at how incredibly far he has progressed and improved. Yeah, they're really cool. Oh, that was awesome. I'm gotta watch that again. I'm so glad that we were able to watch it on stream as well. It was timed perfectly for when I would normally do my streams. So, and it was timed perfectly for ending the day, ending whatever that Stardew day was. And yeah, we can come back to the Granny Challenge. Not tomorrow, but maybe over the weekend. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. I mean, obsessed. I wish it wasn't just Sebastian, just one character who I'm obsessed with. Wait. Wait, you're obsessed with more than one character, Leah? Oh no. Yeah, how do you find the time for all of that? That's a lot of energy and commitment to your obsessions, man. But, well, I respect it, all right. You once made a list of all the characters you've been obsessed with, and it was around 80 characters, and it was 4 years ago. Wow. Wow. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you're here, spreading your Sebastian obsession with me, or sharing it. Not spreading, right? It's not infecting me, but yeah, it's fun to hear the passionate feelings. But yeah, I should wrap up this stream. It's getting kind of late over here. Yeah, thanks guys for following along. And yeah, if you like this stream, then please remember to give it a like and a subscribe. And yeah, we'll be back at it, getting the Granny Challenge done. We are in a good groove right now. We're very diligent about checking birthdays and checking help wanted quests, um, getting everything checked off the list. We've achieved so many spring goals, and summer's just going to be even more epic. Well, actually, no. I don't think summer can be more epic. This spring was the most epic, simply because we had Skull Cavern, right? I mean, that week before Skull Cavern was nuts. I don't know if you guys remember, but like this week, we didn't have we didn't have the forge unlocked. We didn't have the burglar's ring. We also didn't have level 10 combat. And somehow a miracle came through. We killed enough dust sprites to get the burglar's ring. We made it to the forge and collected enough cinder shards to be able to forge the burglar's ring with the what is it? The ruby ring. Um, we also got enough shards to forge our galaxy hammer with 3 rubies and a prismatic shard to get Crusader. We were hoping for Artful, but we got Crusader. And then on Sunday, we got the combat books from the Traveling Cart, which leveled us up to level 10, so we could get the Artful, not basically the equivalent of Artful, which is the half the cooldown timer on your special attack. So then Skull Cavern was amazing. If we didn't have that timer cooldown reduction on the special attack, it just would not have we would not have been able to do that. It just would have been too grindy, too many resets. We would have been a lot more vulnerable. So that was, yeah. This was by far, the Skull and Sail Spring has just been by far the most epic of all of our seasons. The most clutch, if I may say so. We shivered our willies. Just don't say that in public, all right? We shivered our willies and we hoisted our prizzies high. and we are now wrapping up. We have one more day of spring, um, and I gotta make a summer theme. You know, we got to make some more themes for summer. So yeah, some more slides for summer. But yeah, you're a crazy little fellow, Leah, and glad you can make me laugh. I appreciate that. You do. It goes both ways, I suppose. But yeah, happy Stardew 10th anniversary to you, Leah, and to everybody following. Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. Um, and yeah, I hope to see you all in the next live stream. Goodbye.